Hi everyone. Today our topic is management of conflict from the organization behavior. Right? Firstly, I would like to tell you the meaning of conflict. Right? Whenever two or more person feel disagreement on their issues, it is supposed to treat it as conflict. Right? Here we can say that the concept of conflict being an outcome of behavior, or we can, in short, we can say that it's a kind of outcome of behavior of an individual person or a group, right? Or you can say ki it's an integral part of the human life. In other words, wherever there is a communication or interaction, there is a conflict. Mean to say, it could develop only when interaction or communication starts, right? In general, we can say that whenever one person perceives something negative the other person, it is supposed to, or it is treated as conflict. In the next definition, we can say that conflict can be defined in many ways and can be considered as an expression of hostility, negative attitudes, aggression, rivalry, and misunderstanding. Here we can say that it's a kind of expression of an individual person or a group in the form of negative attitudes, aggression, rivalry, and misunderstanding. In the next definition, we can say that it is also associated with a situation that involves contradictory interest between two opposite groups. Mean to say, whenever there is a two person and they perceive disagreement on the issue, it is supposed to be treated as conflict, right? In the next definition, we can say that conflict is a process that begins when one party perceives another party as negatively affected or is about to be negatively affected, right? Mean to say, one party is negatively affected from the communication of another party, right? Something that first party cares about. Mean to say, when one party cares about a particular issue, that is conflict, in the form of negatively affection, which directly or indirectly affects his behavior as well. Let us discuss about the features of management of conflict. Actually, there are various features. It could be in the form of following words, right? First point explains that conflicts arises because of incompatibility of two or more aspects of an element. Here I want to say one thing. When two person feels incompatible between their communication or their interaction, then conflict arises, right? It may be goals, interest, method of working, or others, right? uh, you can say ki it's a kind of element. It could be there are certain elements that can be goal of an individual person, interest and method of working, right? If one person arises in question on their working, on their interest, on their goal, then another person negatively affected from these elements, right? Next point, conflict occurs when an individual is not able to choose among the available courses of action. Mean to say, whenever a person needs resources and resources is not available for the organization, and it's a kind of working hurdle, right? Or it's a kind of operational hurdle by which a person faces. It's a kind of conflict situation, right? In the next point, we can say that conflict is a dynamic process as it indicates a series of events. Mean to say, it's a dynamic process, or you can say it's integrated with the kind of events, or when one party integrates the events to create a issue, right? Each conflict is made up of series of interlocking conflict episodes. Means, when one or more party or groups faces disagreement from the other one, it's a kind of integral approach of series of events where conflicts arises, right? In the next point, we can say that conflict must be perceived and expressed by the parties to it. Mean to say, conflict can be perceived or expressed in the form of parties' behavior, right? There is no one is aware of a conflict. It's a generally agreed that conflict does not exist. Means when no one is aware of on the issue or conflict, then there suppose, or we can say that there is a chance of agreement between them, right? And if they feel disagree on a particular issue, that it is supposed to be create an conflict between them, right? Next point, we can consider these are positive aspects of conflict and negative aspects of the conflict, right? Here I am discussing over the topic of positive aspects of conflict, right? In first point, it helps in analytical thinking. When one party interacting with other party, and if they are agree on an issue, or if they are not agree on an issue, it is supposed to develop an analytical thinking, right, between them. Second point, it helps in increasing cohesion. Means when one party integrates the series of events or series of episodes, then it is supposed to be create an cohesion, right? Which will develop the situation of managing conflict, right? And next point, we can say that conflict when expressed can clear the air and reduce tension. Mean to say, it's a positive thing when two persons disagree on a particular kind of thing. It could be operational activity, it could be functional activity in the organization, right? Then it will definitely come they will come to conclusion that what kind of proper channel is required for the functional activity as well as the operational activity, right? Next point, it serves as foundation of organizational development. Mean to say, whenever there is a chance of development due to some expression of the parties on a particular kind of issue, when they face problem, they discuss with their superior, and their superior one take the decision for resolving their problems as well, right? Next point, conflict promotes competition resulting in increased effort. Mean to say, when conflict develops, it develops also competition between the groups or individual person also, right? That means it has some positive aspects also, right? Let us talk about negative aspects of conflict. First point is tension. When two persons interacting or communicating with each other, it develops tension between them, right? And it could be a hurdle for achieving organizational and institutional goal as well as, right? Second point is division of energy, right? Whenever two or more persons are engaged in conflicting situation, we have to put some energy on that, not an operational and functional activity. That is a hurdle for achieving our national goal as well. Next point is unhealthy atmosphere. Whenever we communicate in the form of conflict, it creates an unhealthy environment between them, right? Next point, high employees turnover rate. Mean to say, here we can say that it's a kind of problem for the organization when there is a high employee turnover rate, because an individual person leaves the organization just due to conflict, right? Or just to have an bad atmosphere, or unhealthy atmosphere created by due to conflict, right? Next point, disequilibrium in organization. Mean to say that this will cause an disequilibrium between the employees relationship, that will cause an hurdle in operational as well as functional activity. Last point, conflict as a cost. Most of the organization are facing such kind of problem because a person leaves the organization just due to conflict, right? It's a kind of cost for the organization when an very important person leaves the organization, right? Here the topic is completed. Thank you.